What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Shawn Porter returns to the ring on the 4th of November on the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. He is going to be taking part in a 10-rounder, a stay busy fight, and he is going to be fighting the teak tough Adrian Granados. I think this is the ideal sort of stay busy fight. When I see fighters take stay busy fights, I don't want to see them in there with like a complete scrub. It still needs to be somebody who can give them work. It needs to be somebody who's durable, and somebody who's going to come in there and give it a go. And that is one thing Adrian Granados will do. He's extremely durable. He'll come and fight. He'll let his hands go. You know, he's got a good punch output. He'll give you some work and he'll give you some rounds. So to me, this is the ideal type of stay busy fight. Shawn Porter fought once this year so far. He fought Andre Berto back in April in a fight he obviously won by TKO. And this is his second fight of the year. So it's good to see he's more active than last year. Last year he only had one fight, so it's good to see Shawn Porter in the ring a bit more. And he's staying busy against a competent guy, you know. Granados is a tough man. We've seen that in his career. Some people felt he beat Adrian Broner. He got a big upset win against Amir Imam. So he's at a decent level, is Granados. So he's not a complete scrub. He's a good fighter. And a fighter who will give guys outside the top 5 at welterweight and light welterweight a lot of problems, you know. He's a good solid fighter. So I'm glad that Porter is fighting a very credible opponent for a 10-rounder stay busy fight. I expect Porter to come through. To me, he's a better fighter overall. More intensity. He's got a better jab. He's actually got better boxing ability. I know a lot of people don't rate Porter's boxing ability, but if you look through his whole catalogue of fights, you will see there's a lot of ability there. He's got incredibly fast feet, very good at cutting the ring off, very strong in the clinch, like I said, the good jab. He's got quick hands when he uses them, especially on the inside. Porter has a lot of things going for him that a lot of people don't give him credit for. So overall, when I see both fighters, I see Porter as the much more complete fighter. I think he'll win the fight, but I do think Granados is going to give him some rounds. Can he get Granados out of there? That's going to be interesting, because ultimately Granados, to this date, has never been stopped. So if Porter could get Granados out of there, it's quite some achievement in my opinion. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I expect Granados to give Porter some awkward moments. You know, Granados is going to let his hands go. He's going to catch Shawn Porter. So Porter has to be on his A game, because Granados is the type of guy, if you go in there on an off night, he can outwork you. Like I said, a lot of people felt he outworked Adrian Broner. He beat Amir Imam, which is a great win. A lot of people felt he got robbed against Brad Solomon and Kermit Cintron. A lot of people felt he won those fights. You know, if you look at his resume, nobody's really clearly beaten him, in my opinion. You know, so in fact, the only guy I felt clearly beaten was Frankie Gomez. But apart from Frankie Gomez, if you look at all of his losses, from the ones I've seen, nobody's really ever clearly beaten him. So if Porter could do a good job on him, it's a good look. So yeah, I think this is a good stay busy fight. It's good to see Shawn Porter stay active, because ultimately I think he's the type of fighter who needs to stay active. You know, he's a big guy in terms of weight, so he's got to stay close to that welterweight limit. I think it's a good fight for Shawn Porter to take, to be quite honest. But after the Granados fight, assuming he wins, I would love to see him in there with either Keith Thurman again or Errol Spence. You know, I want to see Shawn Porter fight another top fight after this one. I would love to see him in there with Errol Spence. I think that's a great fight. But obviously I think Porter is going to go down the WBC route, because I believe he is the mandatory challenger. I think the Berto fight was a eliminator, if I'm not mistaken. So I presume Porter is going to go down the WBC route. Hopefully all of this works out. Porter, Thurman and Spence, Peterson, these guys need to fight each other, you know. But going to be interesting. And I think Porter versus Granados could be a fun fight, you know. What do you guys think of this Stay Busy fight? Peace.